On October 20th or 21st, depending on where you are in the world, we have the Libra new moon that is taking place. It is at 28 degrees and some minutes of Libra. So let's go through what the Sabían symbol for this degree represents. So in astrology, every single degree of every single sign has its own Sabían symbol. It's really fun to play with this and to maybe look it up within your own birth chart. You know, if you have a certain planet that you feel really deeply in your chart, maybe the ruler of your chart, you can always look up the Sabían symbol of that degree and that sign to help develop a picture, you know, a deeper sense of meaning with what that degree and symbol represents. So the Sabían symbol for 28 to 29 degrees of Libra is this. It is this photo, and it is humanity seeking to bridge knowledge. I love this. Look at this photo. So here we go, another way of understanding the Sabían symbol, more information about what this represents. Up here is involvement in humanity's evolution of wisdom. So it says, we take from our ancestors and pass to our descendants, and thus co-create the flowing and flowering of knowledge, seeking knowledge. And then up here, it says mankind's vast, enduring effort to reach for knowledge transferable from generation to generation. Love this photo here, like a bridge, bridging knowledge. And the last part, it says meaning comes when we find the pattern that connects the various aspects of our lives. So to think about what this symbol represents in connection to this powerful new moon, with it being in the sign of Libra at damn near the last degree of Libra, when as it moves through the sign and it's at the last degree, it's the fullest expression of that sign. So it's like the fullest expression, the most embodied Libra energy that we can have. And so how I'm interpreting this Sabían symbol in connection to the different aspects that we have with the astrology, it's like there's a lot of healing that is taking place right now. There's a lot that is going on underneath the surface. There is a powerful transformation that's taking place underneath the surface right now that's going on for a while. We have this aspect with Chiron and the new moon in Jupiter. You can see it here, so you can see the new moon here in the sign of Libra. It is aspecting Jupiter. It is making a square. It's a big T square, and then it is directly opposing Chiron here in Aries. And so this energy and just the energy of Libra in general with this new moon, it is all about relationships. It's about love. It's about questioning, like, what does that mean? What does that look like? What is love? What is unconditional love? How does that show up in your life? What does that look like? And it's like through connecting with other people, through our relationships, through this Libra energy that is the sign that represents relationship, we are sharing knowledge, we are connecting the bridge, we are passing down, you know, stories, or sharing our own hardship, sharing our own wounding, sharing the things that we've moved through with other people. You know, we're in community and we're healing together as a community. And so by doing that and by sharing things with other people, sharing our, you know, our struggles, the ups and downs, and showing that we're human, we're spreading knowledge, we're spreading awareness, we're allowing everything to exist, like all emotions to exist, all emotions to be able to be valid and to take up space. There's also social justice themes here with Libra and with the sharing of knowledge and passing down information. It's wanting to better things for people, you know, wanting to better life for people like the underdogs. This is very much kind of the Libra Aries dynamic, wanting justice, wanting to stand up for those that can't stand up for themselves, speak for the unspeakable, you know, justice and equality, and really anything that goes against that can be very, very loud right now. You know, women's rights, abuse against women, like relationship dynamics, unhealthy, you know, things that go on in relationships. This can all be highlighted right now and kind of brought up to the surface in our collective wound that is Chiron. Chiron highlights the wound. So you can see it here, right? Chiron and Aries, it's been there for a while. We've been working with this energy, but it is heightened, it is highlighted as like this new moon is kind of shining a light on it. As you can see, they're in direct opposition, direct conversation with each other. It's a 4-degree orb, so it's strong enough. And so I feel this energy is about relationships, and not just like how we feel in relationships and like how we maybe expect other people to act a certain way so that we can feel okay. It's like really taking responsibility for the relationships in our lives of all kinds and understanding that we play an equal role in that, right? It's a 50-50 exchange. It's half and half. It's never just one-sided. There's always two sides, two perspectives. This is the fucking epitome of the Libra energy, being able to see everything from both sides, you know, understanding both sides of the coin, understanding what everybody's going through. They can see the perspective any way you turn the ball. So I think it's more than just being about relationships and how we feel in relationship, how relationships make us feel. Relationships are the most potent container for our growth and for our healing. And just to like do some mind experiments around what that could look like all the different ways that relationship can look, all the different ways that we can, you know, support and love each other and spread knowledge and spread information and share our story. There's so many different ways that it can look, and I feel it's been kind of packaged in a certain kind of way, and we all feel like we need to fit into this box of what it needs to look like, and it's just not appropriate for everybody. We're all here to do different things and to have different types of relationships, and right now this light is really being shined on that area of our life, you know, healing through relationship, understanding our own role in relationships, taking responsibility for ourselves and for our emotions and how we let relationships make us feel. It's like, is it what is love and what is unconditional love? This is a lot of the topics that are kind of swirling around right now as we are highlighting relationship themes, family themes, ancestry, family dynamics. What does that look like in our individuality? It can feel a little bit challenging because it's a big T-square, right? So it's a little bit of tension here, kind of ping-ponging back and forth between all of these different energies. And so as Chiron is activated during this new moon, there can be a lot of feelings coming up. It can, you know, Chiron here is the wounded healer. It is the healer, right? There's a healing aspect to it, a teacher aspect to it. You know, once it's overcome the wound, it's able to then teach and share that, you know, how they accomplish that themselves and encourage other people to go on their same healing journey. But before they get to that place, it is a deep wound. It is felt very deep within the physical body. It can be felt very viscerally. You can be, you know, having just, waves of emotions, tears coming through, not really understanding why. And we don't need to understand it. But there can be a lot coming up right now with this new moon. In addition to Chiron aspecting it, it is a very powerful new beginning. I mean, Jupiter is here challenging it, squaring it, and it's just kind of magnifies anything that it touches. So the energy can feel like a lot. We are also about to start Scorpio season. You can see, right, the sun, 28 degrees. It's going to move into the sign of Scorpio here in just a few days. So that's more powerful energy. Scorpio is the sign that represents transformation and transmutation. So understanding that is what's on the menu. That's if we haven't changed and transformed enough this year, that is a little bit of what's coming. Mercury is going to be going retrograde soon. We're entering the pre-shadow period. Its shadow period officially begins right with this new moon on the 21st, again depending on where you are in the world. So yes, relationships are the theme with Libra, but I invite us to go a little bit deeper into our understanding of relationship, what relationship could look like, all the different ways that it can look like, the different types of love, like what is unconditional love and how do we give that to other people? How do we extend what we want to other people? How are we sharing that energy? So I hope that this is helpful and supports you in understanding the energy of this new moon and working with the Sabían symbol. I really love the Sabían symbols. just they give so much depth and meaning into anything. You know, we can look up the Sabían symbol for this degree of Chiron, for this degree that Mercury's in, for Mars, for any of the planets, and just go deeper into the story of that energy. So again, I hope that this supports you and you have a beautiful new moon in Libra. And as always, I'm available for readings. You can book here at my site.